jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Game A-side official. No negotiation needed, period. You see it. You know what it is. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. Jarrell Big Baby Miller. The one and only Jarrell Big Baby Miller was arrested for carjacking. Now this is interesting. This is interesting now. Because the first thing that pops in your mind is say, well, he took somebody else's car. Let's get into it, though. Jarrell Miller, coming off his first loss, of course, to Daniel Dubois, knockout loss, was arrested Tuesday in Hollywood, Florida. According to an arrest report released by the Broward County Sheriff's Department, Miller was charged with carjacking without a firearm or weapon, and burglary with assault or battery. Now, right here, right now, stopping point, bookmark it. You already thinking like, hey, why would he want to take somebody else's car? But the wild part about it is that he obviously got some money. He obviously was low on funds. And it was one of his vehicles that had been repossessed. Yes, I said it. Him and a female accomplice made their way into the lot. And through a little proper planning, they was able to finesse an employee from the dealership to open the truck up. Let's continue reading. According to the arrest report released, Miller was charged with carjacking without a firearm or weapon and burglary with assault or battery. 35 years old, Miller remained in custody as of early Wednesday evening. His bond was set at $30,000, y'all. According to the website WSVN7, a television station in Miami, Miller stole a black Dodge Ram pickup truck from Hams Motors, a car dealership in Hollywood. The truck was recently repossessed by the dealership, but Miller, with the assistance from an unidentified woman, grabbed the dealership employee from behind, threw him to the ground, and drove off in the truck. Now, you're saying, well, if he threw somebody, he came from behind, you know, he's a former kickboxer and a former boxer. He's a big dude. I mean, a former kickboxer and an active professional boxer. He snuck up behind, threw the dude from behind to the ground. And how did he get away with the car? Well, this way it gets interesting because Jarrell Miller got some females that's down the ride. You know what I'm saying? Down the ride. Them ride or die chicks that they don't talk about no more. Well, he got him one. All right. The woman told employees she left her cell phone in the truck. When the employees retrieved the keys and brought her to the truck, Miller proceeded with what prosecutors called a planned attack during a court proceeding Wednesday. The truck had a tracker installed in it, which led to police arresting Miller nearby. His arrest was the latest in a string of self-inflicted problems for Miller outside of the ring. Now, you already know the problems that Miller's been going through, right? This is just another layer to that. You probably saying if a fighter steps into the ring, over there in Saudi Arabia, he must have been paid pretty decent, right? That's not even about that. If they repossessed the truck, then he was obviously behind on payments. He was delinquent. I'm thinking to myself, maybe he could have just caught up on the payments, but yet I don't work at the dealership, nor do I have the numbers, nor do I have the penalties, nor do I have a calculator outside of the confines of the dealership to be able to give you a total of how much Jarrell Miller was in arrears. You feel me? I'm just not qualified to provide you those numbers. But obviously he was behind several months to the point where they had to send the repossession out there. They had to send the recovery team out there, scoop his vehicle up and bring it back to the dealership. But what I want to know, Jarrell Miller, of all things, you don't need any more problems like this. You know what I'm saying? I know you walk up in there like you the baddest man in jail. I know. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. I know. That's jail, not prison. I know. But you know, you got a bail that you have to deal with when you was, you know, low on funds. But I want to know, can you do something for me when you get out now? That chick that went over there and helped you commit that crime, is there any way that you can find out if there's more in her DNA lineage? I would definitely like a ride or die chick like that to look out for me in good and for bad. I want it, man. Real talk, man. She went up there and went through with the plan knowing she was going to be an accomplice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Them the ones that's hard to find. Back to the topic, though. Jarrell Miller didn't need this in his life right now. I'm going to be honest. He didn't need this. But if the man, you know, like we know men to be, if he was, you know, in love, infatuated with that truck, if that was one of his toys, man, I can understand why he went through great lengths to retrieve his vehicle unlawfully. Unlawfully. I get it, bro. I get it. But I would think, Jarrell Miller, I would think you have a lot more common sense to say, I'm not going to be wasting my money on bail. How can I speak to somebody that's up there to get the vehicle back? Because you didn't think they was going to come back and find you again if you didn't make payments, being that they already repossessed your vehicle? Damn. So, from my understanding, he may potentially still be locked up. I don't know. I'm not going to say y'all pray for him, because Jarrell Miller, you know, he has common sense. But whether he decide to use it in a moment like that, I don't know. He doesn't need any more trouble in his life right now. I'm just saying, man, like, you was able to get back on the big stage. Though you came up short, you did show heart. But you also show heart in this freaking carjacking also that looks bad. But yet you didn't use your common sense, man, which was very much needed. You know what I'm saying? You didn't use your common sense IQ. This moment right here required you to really think about the repercussions and consequences, big dog. Damn. All them people that's around you over there on fight week, none of them could have dissuaded you from going over there with a female accomplice and repossessing by assault? Nobody couldn't dissuade you from that, bro. Say, hey, it's not a good idea. 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 Don't do it. It's not a good idea. Come on, man. You just got back on stage. And this is what I try to tell people about boxing all the time. Like, these boxers getting punched in the head, man. And they do some wild shit. And you say to yourself, are they thinking about the repercussion consequences? Probably. But you never know where their mental state is, where their mindset, you know what I'm saying, how much they live on the edge. We may not understand that with these cats. Because they do things and you say to yourself, man, I know you thought about what the problem will be in the aftermath. I know you thought about it. That's all I'm saying, man. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Jarrell Miller out here just getting back in the groove of things, being able to lace up for a check. Gave us a raw, rocky moment, him and Triple D. And then go out here and carjack his own vehicle back after it was in the possession of the dealership due to him being delinquent on payments. God damn. You know, I'm saying to myself, man, if I'm going into 2024, the first huge incident, I don't want to hear that being a black man. I don't want to hear that, man. Especially, you know, I just didn't want to hear it. Sure enough, we had to show up in living color, goddammit. We had to show up in living color. Front page, Jarrell Miller, arrested for carjacking. I say, what? His girl must have took his car or something. His friend, he must have went out there and bought him a nice whip, and somebody took it without permission. He went looking for something, and they filed a false report. Not at all. This man knew damn well what he was doing, and he did it, y'all. Shout out to the OG, Mr. Golden on deck. What's good? Carlos on deck. Mike on deck. What's good? Jessica, I see you on deck. Dr. Paul on deck. What's good? Sam on deck. Big Bunsen Boxing on deck. What's good? Theodore on deck. Theodore said he lost focus. No, I think the whole process there, Theodore, is that he didn't lose focus. You know why? Because he was able to retrieve his vehicle. Now, you got to stay focused when you got a female accomplice heading on the lot to help retrieve a vehicle that you used to have that they repossessed because you was delinquent on payments. So in order for them to successfully carry out a premeditated plan like that, Theodore, I'm pretty sure he was focused, big dog. He was focused, goddammit. Come on now, you know it's hard enough just with somebody the size 300. You know, he probably like 350 right now. 360 pounds. It's very, very difficult to be concealed at a weight like that, right? For him to be able to fool, him to be able to basically encourage a female accomplice to go with him up there, for her to carry out her part of the plan successfully now, and for him to come from behind like it was absolutely an action movie, and he throws the man to the ground and jumps in his vehicle and takes off. Now, if that ain't some cojones, like his cojones was hanging off his shoulders, man. If that ain't a person that don't give a damn, I'm starting to think Jarrell Miller just don't care, man. Like this dude don't care, man. Real talk. Like something else is going on with this dude. For you to just get your paycheck in a long time, losing millions from blowing the Joshua fight for Pez. Now I'm thinking there might be something else. But I will say this. Salute to his female accomplice. Because people, this is bringing in the New Year's now. You know how difficult it will be for me to go out here and try to convince a female down here in the A? Sade, yeah, can you come in for a second? I know we new in the new year and everything, but check this out. I want to see if you, that one. What you mean that one? We only knew each other for 2 months. I want you to prove that you know you're loyal and shit. Okay, this is how we gonna do it. It's a car that used to be in my possession. They repossessed it on some jive. You know what I'm saying? I was up to date on my payments and stuff like that. I think with the mail system and everything, somehow I got the numbers mixed up. But you know I'm good for it. All the times I took you out to the restaurant, I'm good for it. But I want to see, can you help me with this? All I need for you to do is simple shit. I got you. I'll get you out. If you're locked up, I'll get you out when I get out, okay? But I need for you to go over there and distract this person. I already located my vehicle. I just want you to go over there, sweet talk him a little bit, you know. Make sure you get your baby hair, lay your baby hair down and get that straight. You know what I'm saying? You know how I like it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Put on something nice and tight. You know what I'm saying? Them body huggers. And go over there sweet talking and tell him you left your phone in the vehicle. All right. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna come in hot. I'm gonna come in hot. I'm gonna club him with the right hand, send my chokehold, throw him to the ground, and then I'm hopping the vehicle. You get on the passenger side. We out. We out. That's all we need to do. Don't worry about nothing else. I need that chick because I don't think it's some chicks down here that'll do it though, for real. But they want payment in advance. For real, they want payment in advance because they ain't seen me on TV. And see, she knows Jarrell Miller is good for it. He just got paid in Saudi Arabia. But me, they gonna be like, hey, you got Cash App? No, I don't really know what that. Yeah, you do. Stop bullshitting me, nigga. I seen you on YouTube. Okay, I mean, it wasn't really active. You got Zelle? No, you lying to me. Cause you sent me some money on Zelle already. I couldn't get no female down here to agree to the plan, dog. But Jarrell Miller did. I wonder what's going to happen next, man. You know what I'm saying? Now Jarrell Miller, who's 26, 1-1, 22 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Just experienced his first defeat. And then to bring in the New Year's, he took his second L. It's a good thing this second L wasn't sanctioned, God damn it. Because he would have had 2 L's in under 30 freaking days, man. How and why? I'm just thinking, man, respect that I have for Big Baby to tell me to my face, say, hey, he don't know me from nobody, say, hey, I fucked up, real talk. But I didn't snitch on nobody that I knew other people was doing it too, just so I can, pretty much get myself a more lenient sentence, you know what I'm saying, punishment. That's what he said. He stuck to his word. But this right here is just pathetic. It's just pathetic, dog. Like, it's pitiful, bro. You just got a nice little healthy check, man, and you say, I'm gonna give part of it back to the city, to the county. I'm gonna get locked up for freaking charges that's serious now. And Jarrell will go in there and tell the judge, say, it wasn't carjacking if it's mine. I didn't jack nobody from the car. Wasn't nobody sitting behind the wheel when I went in there. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody there. That was my vehicle. Did you put your hands? Did he see me put hands on him? It said you came up from behind. They have you on security. Okay, since they got me on security count, I guess I did what I had to do. But he wasn't behind the wheel of the vehicle, and that was my vehicle. Man, you can't. You can't make this shit up. You can't say, why? These boxers, man, they on some different time. For real. I can give you a list of incidents that happened. You say to yourself, why did they do that, man? You know. It's 5 I can read off to you right now that you say, why? And you'll say to yourself, why did they do what they did? Some has to be wrong. Some and you never can forget that these cats are getting punched in the head. They're so you're just like military vets having PTSD and having combat experience. They go through episodes. They go through times. It's certain things that don't scare them like it would scare the average citizen, right? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to make up excuses for Miller, but that shit right there don't make any sense, bro. That shit right there don't make any sense at all. But Miller's doping way too much out here, stealing. I don't know if doping had anything to do with taking back a vehicle that you was delinquent on payments. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that has nothing to do with anything. Why would he be? Why would dope have to do anything with it? He's not about to go back in the ring anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? Not because he just committed this crime, but to be honest, I don't think he's going to have a turnaround very quick like that to get back in the ring. I might be wrong. Boxing, they have all walks of life, man. So people get in trouble all the time. This is nothing new. It's boxers get arrested all the time for shit. Excuse me. But yeah, that's all I got on this incident. I really don't want to talk about, boxing pertaining to Jarrell Miller's arrest. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this is Jarrell Miller who just took an L versus Triple D Daniel Dubois in an epic fight. You know what I'm saying? I would say it was the best fight on the card, as far as entertainment value. It was. Best fight on the card. Real talk. Best fight on the card. But it doesn't erase the fact that he made a dumb decision again. Damn, dog. Again, bro. I know security wasn't paying you that well. During the time you was suspended, I heard he was doing security for some celebrities and stuff like. I know security ain't paying you like you get paid in boxing. Come on, big baby, you gotta chill, man. You gotta chill with that. That don't make any sense. But shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. Y'all continue to hold it down. Happy New Year's to everybody. Salute. We in the 3rd day, headed to the 4th. Keep it solid. I'm out.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars. Should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.